here we are sweating in Ho'opili for the new developments, Noho Papa and Molehu.
As you know, we've done a bunch of Ho'opili videos. Go and check them out when you have time. The units we're gonna see today, Molehu, think Mamaka. If you've seen old videos, you've seen our Koa Ridge video, think Wai'oha. A little bit of a smaller lot size, more of a CPR style development, meaning it will have the HOA fee for Ho'opili as well as a small maintenance fee attached to that. Aiden and I are gonna take you in so you can check out what those look like.
Let's go.
So Ho'opili, where most of the current builds are, is more Makai. This is the first kind of section of Ho'opili that's being built more Mauka, or towards the mountainside. So between the H1 and Barrington Highway, that's where we're at.
One concern that I had before even coming here was road noise, street noise, freeway noise. Outside you can hear it a little bit, but inside it's pretty quiet.
Yeah, I don't hear it inside, and we don't have electric. I keep saying we, like we work for D.R. Horton.
They
don't have electric hooked up yet to the models or to these homes, so the ACs aren't even running. But inside here, I can't hear street noise at all. I can see the traffic from here, but I don't hear it. And also across the street from here will be the site for the future high school that will be built. So you could get, some noise from the high school. TBD on when that's actually gonna come up. County takes forever to do everything. This model is a Hoku.
3, 2.5, 1 car garage, 1 car carport. You can put your car in there. There's no washer dryer in there. I'm gonna try to find that. But you do have a covered carport too, so it's kind of like a tandem parking.
Yeah.
One is fully enclosed and one is just covered on top.
But the driveway is nice size, so you could actually park cars out there too. So
triple tandem.
Yeah.
That's the what's it called? The game where you put like the cars.
Tetris?
Not that Tetris. You gotta move the cars around so that you get the one car now. As you can tell, I'm very great with my words.
Also, you're like 20 years younger than me, so maybe we didn't play the same games. Little yard in the back. So CPR style homes are not known for having like the hugest, most expansive lot sizes. They're a little bit smaller and tighter together. If we look just on that side of us, we can see just a little bit bigger profiles of homes. That's Noho Papa. Those are the ones that are more standalone style, like the Ikenas we saw in the past. These are the two currently releasing. There is more inventory in Molehu. These guys that we're in right now. Noho Papa has just 1 unit left. When you see this, I don't know if that unit will be left, but they had 2 releases. There's 1 unit left, a Model 5, which is a all 4 bedrooms upstairs model, and then all the living and kitchen downstairs. If you're interested in either of these, if you're interested in the newest homes, obviously we always want to help you, so make sure you come to us. Go down to the bottom, coreteamhawaii.com, fill out the contact form. Make sure you let us know that you're interested in the newest releases in Ho'opili so that Aiden and I, or whoever else, Kenny, Derek, Charlotte, one of us will get in touch with you so that we can help you kind of understand a little bit more about what the process is to get into one of these homes.
Another thing too is you don't have a wraparound yard. Your fence ends right at the corner of your house, and that's your neighbor's house. So it's really good to make nice with your neighbors in a 0 lot because your neighbor is the one looking at a quarter of your house. Washer and dryer.
Oh, really?
Are upstairs.
I like that because it's a smaller CPR style home. It's very typical to have your washer and your dryer outside. I know a lot of people in the mainland are like, I cannot believe that the washer and dryer is outside.
Or if it's not outside, it's in the garage. I mean, I like this too.
I do. I like it better.
All your bedrooms are upstairs.
Where Kenji is, we have a little loft area upstairs. So I like that. I think this model is just over 1,300 square feet. One of the things about, new construction, Ho'opili, is the earlier you get in, the idea is that, you're getting it at the best rate, you're getting it at the best price because they tend to kind of tick up with the market as they go. It's the same exact house, just maybe like a quarter later, and the prices have gone up, so.
What do you do in this room?
Me? I put another little couch right here. The natural light is too good here. I was gonna say do like Joey's little gamer dungeon situation. But that has to be just like a blacked out room someplace.
You remember like the little like vertical farm that was in the mud? You just put it right over here.
I just be growing my lettuce over here. I'd probably make this into like a little workout area. I mean, there's not that much space downstairs, and I'd rather have it up here away from like, I want my guests to be down there.
Using that 1 car garage as a gym. Me and garage gyms, we have a thing. I've seen garages with ACs in them. Like
Me
a split
too.
AC. You already know what goes on in here.
What goes on in here?
In the garage? Like it's just like a...
I thought you said that while we were walking into the bedroom, so I was like, what goes on in here?
We don't have a lot of space in Hawaii. So like the garage is like that secondary living space, but you don't have to bring your guests in your home, right?
We use garages like living space.
Yeah.
All the time. I mean, you're coming from Texas, you're downsizing from a 3,000 square foot home and you're moving into a 1,500 square foot, you got that garage extra space, we're using it. We're putting our grill outside and we're putting a table in there, and that's where we're eating and that's where we're having poo-poos and drinking. So where we're at, behind us, we can see the rail system. If you squint, You look really hard. You can see Diamond Head. We can see the rooftop, the roof lines from like Nahele and the other condos in that area that are also part of Ho'opili. But this is where we are. High school will go here. Rail system is there. There's a stop here, the hub there. Kamakana Ali'i, the outdoor mall is that way. Soho Community Center. As a member of Ho'opili, you have access to every single thing. So even if you live over there, you can use the park over here. If you live over here, you can use Soho Community Center over there. It'll be a pretty large development once it's all completed. You know, it's all a master plan. It'll all come up and it'll all be really cohesive and smooth over here in Ho'opili.
You bring up Kamakana Ali'i. All right, hear me out.
No.
Hear me out.
What?
El Ranchero. Kapolei.
Yes.
Not as good as Wahiawa
It's
El
not.
Ranchero.
Okay, it's still really good. And I don't know if I'm biased because the other one is just like the original, you know? So I'm like, not as good. Not even as good.
Put it on a shirt, quote me on it. I'll die on that
The
hill.
Wahiawa El Ranchero is better.
It's interesting, like how close we are to the freeway, but we don't hear anything. I mean, granted, it was a Saturday afternoon. It's not like the busiest time. I don't hear anything at all.
With the windows open, I can hear it.
You can hear it. Yeah,
but can you hear that difference? It's like notable how much more quiet
I'll put the
it is
mic
with the
right
window
here.
closed. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it does.
Don't really hear it at all. That's good. I like that.
Was this the countertop for the kitchen too? It looks different, right?
No, it was lighter downstairs, I think.
Lighter.
Now this is a good size considering these are the smaller homes, right? So we have a walk-in closet. So is there double vanity?
Dual vanity.
Okay,
stand-up
walk-in shower. Good. That's cool. Okay. I'm impressed with the size. It's under 1,400 square feet of living space, but I am liking it so far. It doesn't feel too cramped.
I think it really helps having this loft area. This makes it open.
Yeah, I agree.
Get Mahe in the background. All right, Mahe's gonna take a little sit. She's running out of energy, so
Are you
we're
talking
gonna
smack about me?
No, we're gonna talk about the houses. A 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, same kind of style, but it's 100 square foot less, and I think it's because it's got a 2-car garage. Before we pivot on that though, I don't think you're fitting 2 regular sized cars on these slabs right here. Maybe a truck and a motorcycle.
2 compact.
2 compact cars and then 1 in the carport. I'm bullish on the garage gym here. Imagine pulling out a squat rack into the carport area. Oh yes.
Okay, 2-car garage.
2-car garage.
I like it. So this house's yard, right? That house doesn't have a wraparound yard here because that wall, that exterior wall of that home is the property line.
What is this?
That's some kind of citrus. I can't tell you for sure.
Oh, there's a fruit on the ground.
This smells like a lemon.
See, this is what I mean by making nice with your neighbors. Like imagine, you know, I'm your neighbor and I see birds nesting in your attic.
Yeah.
You know, make nice with them because your neighbor might knock on your door and say, hey, you got to check that out.
Also, it's away, so, you know, small town, you should just be nice anyway. So this land used to be ag land. Now that it's residential and they've developed it, I like to see that they, you know, Ho'opili does try to put some like fruit trees back and some planter boxes back. That's good. I like that. Good job, Ho'opili. Mojito planter box, I call these. You know what a mojito is?
Alcohol drink?
Yes, it is. I'm old. I'm older than him.
You know what I wish Ho'opili would do? They gotta include the vertical farm.
It's got like full-on mature like lettuce and all kinds of stuff in it. I'm like, oh, yeah. It's in their sales office. So this model is also a 3, 2.5. But backyard space, the lanai is a little bigger. And I like that because this feels usable. Whereas the other one, we're kind of just like stepping out on it and being like, turn off the hose. Like that's pretty much all you're doing from that lanai. This lanai, I can put a little 2-top out here. I can put a couple of chairs. I can put some planters and I can actually use this space. To me, I feel like this house would cost more than that one.
That's what I thought too.
The model we just saw, the Hoku, which is the 1-car garage and carport, is like 20 grand more.
26 grand.
26 grand
That's
more than this
interesting.
one.
These houses that we're looking at right now have been sold, and the releases that have come out have been sold. So if you're watching this 2 weeks later and another release came out, are the prices going to be the same? I would anticipate it going up. If it's $840 now, it might be $850. They might climb it up a little more. The last one we saw had a 1-car garage, a covered carport, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
You know what? This one probably doesn't have a loft. Maybe that's what it is. 1,367 square feet on that one, and that one was in that release 868,000. This one is 842. This one we're looking at now. Let's check out the inside because I'm wondering where the discrepancy is on the lower price point.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hear me out.
I like the island. I like the kitchen setup better.
I like the whole layout better.
I like the whole layout better.
I'm sold.
But this is the cheaper one.
Definitely feels smaller. Think of the other one. When you open into the front door,
Yeah.
in the first one, it's just like a long,
But it's
open
like long
feeling.
and narrow though.
It's long and narrow.
And we immediately had a hard time conceptualizing how we'd furnish it. I'm a kitchen person, so the other like kind of small alley kitchen was like, that's a problem for me. This I like because it has more of a like a family, like ohana communal feel, where I can like be doing stuff and be like participating with my family, whereas the other one was like an alley and then my living space is there. So
fair.
you're kind of like blocked off in your corner doing stuff. And I like that the door, the slider comes like right out here. So I'm like, oh, if I like barbecue outside, you know, it's like easy to come in and out. So far, I'm sold on this model.
I'm surprised that this model is cheaper.
Yeah, me too, so far. What is
Half
this?
bath.
Oh yeah, you're right,
I'm
half
that guy.
bath.
Washer dryer. You know how they have under the stairs closets?
Yes,
This is the under the stairs closet.
turned into a laundry room.
Turn into a laundry room.
I'm
And
into
their
it.
closet is a full-size closet. It doesn't have like a slope
Oh,
to it. It's like
yeah.
an actual full room.
Again, we don't have electric yet here.
Okay, I
But-
gotcha.
Okay, this is a rave closet. It's dark, but this is a good size 2-car garage. I think you could like actually fit 2 cars in here, and your water heater with a wash basin are out in the garage.
It's hot. I'm getting sweatier by the second. See how my khakis, they're one color? By the time we get to the 4th one, there's gonna be dark droplets, I bet. It's the reason why I wore this dry fit shirt, because it is hot in here. I'm surprised that they have a loft. I would assume probably the garage. That's where the 100 living square foot less comes from. I don't know the exact plans, but that's what I would assume. The loft seems pretty similar in size, but you do have a closet in this one. We got 3 bedrooms upstairs. We have the guest bath, and then 2 guest bedrooms. The 2 guest bedrooms here are actually facing the freeway, unlike the first one we saw where the primary bedroom was abutting the freeway. These ones the guest are. So let's take a look on the other side. Bedroom sizes are good though. Could easily fit a full size and maybe even a queen. Primary, smaller than I expected. Bed here or bed here. I think a king size bed would fit in here though. Your nightstands on either side would probably be smaller. I probably wouldn't even say ocean views if I was listing this house. But you can see it. You can see it for now. You know, you have some of your lights, you know, in the common areas, but in the bedrooms or even in the living rooms, you'll see these caps. They're all wired to my knowledge. So if you buy something from Home Depot, you get maybe a light or a fan, slap that bad boy up there, but it doesn't come standard when you're buying. So keep that in mind. But I mean, it's a good and a bad thing. It's like you have AC, so it's not like you really need a fan, but also there's no light in there. Walk-in closet, pretty decent space. Say about like 6 feet, 5.5. Rod and shelf going in an L shape. Ooh. Vanities, there's no door. So if someone's getting ready in the morning, you might be hearing them getting ready. Toilet and walk-in shower. Oh wow, there's another closet. It's a his and hers. Hers. And then his. DR Horton was thinking ahead on that one. Oh, check out that truck.
Oh,
That's pretty mean.
That's a statement. Lifted and hot pink. Ewa Beach banger.
Ewa Beach banger.
$26,000 discrepancy between this house and that house currently. Why is this house cheaper than that house? This house has a loft still. Where is the discrepancy?
I think because you have the 2-car garage.
The living space is a little smaller.
Little smaller.
What's more important to you guys? 100 extra square feet of living space via your like living room, or having a 2-car garage?
I'm placing bets.
Okay.
The next release, they're gonna jack the price of this
No.
up a lot more.
Do you think this one's gonna be more expensive than that one?
It might be closer.
We'll see.
I just can't find a way where like
I don't know.
I'm calling it. This one is the same
Another
1-car garage,
1 carport.
but it is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath.
1,400 square feet, 4-bed, 2.5 bath. Last release, 873.
This looks like the first one we saw, right? It's the same 1-car garage, the same 1-car carport. Now it has an extra bedroom.
Instead of the loft.
Oh,
That's probably
instead
what
of
it
the
is.
loft.
That's probably what it is.
That would make sense because the square footage
It's not that much.
is not that much different. And actually, it's only about $5,000 more than the 3-bedroom.
Here in Hawaii, we do covet that designated bedroom.
That's true.
So even if it's not that much more square footage, having an additional actual bedroom as opposed to that space being used for a loft, for a lot of people makes more sense.
I'm kind of digging the blue.
I like it. It's like kind of a powder gray blue.
Why can't we just say blue?
Periwinkle.
I have Roy G. Biv.
So
and
this
then
feels
light and
exactly
dark.
like the other one, but a little wider, yeah? Or is it the same? It looks exactly the same.
I think
yes.
the loft is a bedroom.
The loft is the bedroom.
And everything else is the same. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Like you're not, like you're here.
I'm not participating with my family from here.
Yeah, you're here. You're not with your family. You're just here.
Again, with the itty bitty outside lanai space.
I think the second one with the island, it's brighter because they have a sliding door.
There is more natural light.
More natural light.
For sure. I'm still about the anohi.
The second one?
Yeah, the second one. You know what? It's hard because aesthetically, I love the look of an open carport because I'm a plantation house kind of girl myself.
Yeah.
I like that look. I like the carport. I like the open air. I like the being able to sit down and put a table out in kanikapila in my yard type thing. I like that better. But I like the interior layout of the 2-car garage house a lot better.
Long and narrow, but this right here is what sells me. It's the ability to have this open, pull out a squat stand, and assert dominance to all your neighbors by squatting in the driveway. Oh, is this a skylight?
No, it is not.
They got electric?
It is. What? Maybe it's LED. Because there's an attic. There can't be a skylight. This is a whole roof line. It's a solar light. That's not a skylight.
Why are you gonna have a solar light? You think that's a skylight or you think it's a LED solar light?
A freaking attic is up there.
I'm not saying there's no roof.
No more roof then outside.
I'm saying...
what you're saying is they cut a hole inside the roof outside and they just made the roof come down like a cone like this right here so that the sun can come only into that one. Like,
yeah, it's like a little chimney.
Oh, it's a sun chimney.
Sun chimney.
Okay, that I can agree with.
Solar light or skylight?
I don't know. Whatever. So we're upstairs in the Mahina. We are missing the loft space. We have a little bit of a designated storage area with some shelving and some cabinets here and some extra storage behind Kenji as well. So there's plenty of storage, but 4 designated bedrooms, which is why this one is more expensive than the others.
$5,000 more than the 3-bedroom with the loft. Versus a 4-bedroom no loft.
So the price difference is not extreme. It's not usual that like a $5,000 to $10,000 is the make or break for you. So you really have some options here as far as like which ones you're looking at and which ones you prefer.
This is the primary. A little bit diamond head view, a little bit neighbor view.
Bigger closet. Feels the
Very
same
similar
size. Yeah.
Yeah, all of it's pretty much the same. All right, so here we're at the last model home. This is the Vena. It's a 2-car garage, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. So it's the second 2-car garage model. And it has an extra bedroom, but the square footage is almost the same. I'm interested to see how big the bedrooms are. Did they compromise a loft to make another bedroom? Most likely. Yeah. Okay, what fruit tree is that?
Same thing, lemon. I'm going lemon.
Okay, what's that one then?
Tangerine. The leaves look the same.
What color is this, Mahe? What?
This is plantation sunburst sage. It's like faded sage.
Anyway, the inside is over here. So same thing.
One thing about like a Molehu versus like a Noho Papa, the neighboring community right there, or a Mamaka versus an Ikena. Yes, the houses are smaller. Yes, you have less square footage. But you know what? Like, if that's what your budget is, that's great. The HOAs or the maintenance fees here are not that big. They're under 200 for each of these models, a little bit higher for, you know, I think like 190 is like the highest, something like that for the biggest of these models. And you get a fence. So if you get one of these standalone homes, you have to get your own fence. You have to pay for that. You have to go clear that with the HOA. Just like Julita guys, they got to put their own fence up. And so you can like hui with your neighbors. If you're sharing one side, you know, maybe you do one side, your neighbor does the other side. But in these like CPR style, you know, condo-ish style homes, single family homes, you already have your fences put up. That's one benefit. Exterior wise, the yard, the garage, it's giving the exact same as the Anohi. Alohi, not Anohi. This is only 30 square feet bigger. Let's go see the inside.
Yeah. It's funny how you have more hip language than I do.
It's because I have a teenage daughter. I'm going to be honest, I'm disappointed. I liked having the sink here. Okay, let me know in the comments. Would you rather have a bigger island like this where you can use more of the island for hosting and for having your food out and whatever? Or are you a slave in your home like I am and you prefer to just be able to look at people while you do all of their chores? Yeah, if you watched my last video, you saw my daughter Joey. Leave her a comment. Tell her to wash dishes and cook rice, please. Half bath.
Half bath.
Exactly the same so far. Why is it just like us ever so slightly bigger? Where is that? Looking pretty much the same.
Closet, garage access.
The highest price model in the whole release is a Mahina.
That's interesting, right? Like how the 1-car garage, 1-car carport is more expensive than the 2-car garage counterparts.
Yeah. And I can see how they're like, okay, extra bedroom, extra interior square footage, but it's like not that much more. The most expensive one in the current release is $928, whereas the other one we just saw that's already sold, the same model, is $873. So it's quite a big difference. So I wonder if they have different flooring, different lighting fixtures, different things that have already been put in there. That usually tends to be what the difference is in the prices if it's the same model.
All right, so where's what? Okay, so 2 bedrooms, guest bathroom, and then 2 guest bedrooms here. Bedroom sizes, full-size bed, nightstands, maybe a little drawer. And then what about this one? Yeah, pretty similar, pretty similar. You've got the 3rd bedroom right across. This is the 3rd guest bedroom. Pretty similar in size. Feels a little bigger. Maybe it's because the closet is built flush with this wall here. It makes it feel a little bigger. But I think you're sticking still with the full-size bed, the 2 nightstands, and maybe a little dresser. Last but definitely not least, the primary. You got rod and shelf in an L shape, 6 feet, 5 feet-ish. You're probably putting your bed on this side. I just think the width of this isn't gonna give you a lot of walk-in room. Ooh, I haven't seen this before. Dual vanities, but across from each other. I kind of like this. I feel like that's less arguments, you know? You leave the counter so dirty. You know, you got 2 of your own counters now. Yeah, no door to the vanity, but they do got a door into the toilet and the shower. Standard shower and toilet. I think this is my favorite bathroom.
If you are looking for a new single family home, new construction, and your price point is somewhere in the mid 800s up to a little bit above 900, if you're somebody who's single family home under $1 million, then Molehu is a perfect fit for you, and we really want to show it to you. So call us, go to the website, coreteamhawaii.com, fill out the contact form, and if you've got a little bit of flexibility in your budget and you can go a little bit above $1 million, Noho Papa, another one, the newest release here as well, might be for you. Now, they don't have model homes for that one yet, but when they do, we'll make sure to get that for you too.
That was solid. I think
You
that's
think so?
in. That's in.